I'm Ray Couture, and this is Astrological Perspectives. Hello, everyone. Thanks for taking time out this evening, this morning, this afternoon, whatever it is for you, to check in with me about the report for the month of October in 2017. You know, one of the most fascinating things that I find in astrology is the balances that take place at the equinoxes. Of course, in the spring, the balance is so that the day and night are equal, just like they are in the fall. But in the spring, of course, the day is getting longer and the night is getting shorter. Just exactly the opposite is underway now, with the fall equinox having been already passed, and so now the night is getting longer, which means there's a lot of inner work that people are going to have to do. And what we have going for us right now is the opposition between Jupiter in Libra and Uranus in Aries. So listen for all the information that you might need to have at this time, and have a good evening. Thank you very much. October presents us with an unusual array of inner work for individuals seeking to understand this changing world and their place in it. The first planet to rise after dawn is Jupiter in Libra, bringing up the need for clear direction and diplomacy. It is directly opposite retrograde Uranus in Aries, suggesting a state of anxiety about the direction of foreign policy, and for individuals, the need to learn the value of trusting your partners and your friends. Since Jupiter is the first to rise and Mercury in Libra is the last to rise, we need to see ourselves and our relationships as though from above, as though being witness to our own activities. This will help us have a better understanding of ourselves, thus elevating the quality of our relationships. This also means that the rhetoric coming from the power structures of the nation need to be toned down to avoid escalational conflicts with foreign powers, as we see that Saturn, planet of restriction, is in Sagittarius, a sign of foreign places. This should become clear within the first 10 days of the month. The 12th house of confinements finds the Venus and Mars conjunction in Virgo opposed to Neptune, planet of illusions, in Pisces. This usually refers to inner peace brought forward. It also serves to underscore the folly of actions based on fantasy and egocentric feelings of inadequacy, and it also asks that we replace them with acts of human compassion. This conjunction of Venus and Mars is also part of a T-square, which includes Saturn in Sagittarius, retrograde Chiron, which represents the events that stimulate inner peace and strength, which is in Pisces. Taken as a whole, this table of three legs suggests internal conflicts within ourselves and within our government that cannot easily result in personal anger and military force. It has to be intended. The need for healing is clear, with the last leg of this T-square involving Chiron calling upon us to develop inner strength in dealing with chaotic situations. Since it is found in Pisces, in the 6th house of improvements, opposite to Mars in Virgo, the need for evolved action is abundantly clear. The missing leg of the T-square is found in Gemini and in the 9th house area, which governs foreign affairs. Gemini signifies a need to let go of conflicts, and argumentation, however, is still likely. That could put people in general at risk if governments do not heed the need for diplomacy. Since Mercury is the ruling planet of Gemini and is the last planet to rise, and Jupiter is the first to rise, it will be best to take the high road from the outset. The creative energy to do so is found in the Grand Trine, which includes Saturn in Sagittarius in the 3rd house of communications, Uranus, the planet of group consciousness, over there in the 7th house of relationship. Since Saturn's position is central to both this creative force and the work that this creative force needs to accomplish, then Saturn refers to holding fast against force. Lastly, it is clear from the opposition of the North Node of the Moon, which refers to the challenges involved in genuine transformation, to the Moon in the 5th house of risk-taking, that the effort to change the situation is fully dependent on the truthfulness of those taking part in the process. We are all asked to make our words match our deeds, and that our deeds be dedicated to supporting peace and harmony. So now, if you know your moon and rising signs, please listen to those as well. Aries, after a few years and several attempts, your way forward is now open. Making a real effort to show your creative side may increase your financial security. Working on self-improvement combined with positive outlooks can heal old wounds. Gandhi said, "You must be the change you wish to see in the world." Taurus, your focus this month is on your work and your creative abilities. Establishing a clear foundation based on your validity as an able artist is key to your success. Improved self-esteem will help elevate your point of view regarding changes in your work. Mark Twain reminds us that the secret to getting ahead is getting started. Gemini, your challenge seems to be to learn how to create better styles and methods of communicating your needs. This is especially true in your relationships. Honesty is not only the best policy for you, it is the only policy. Understanding and accepting other points of view is essential in any and all relationships. Gandhi once again reminds us that there is no God higher than truth. Cancer, you are capable of so much. Taking creative risks is likely now, but the results must serve your community in some fashion. Liberating some of your time will help change your career trajectory. Sticking to what works will help bring needed results. Albert Einstein said that creativity is intelligence having fun. Leo, the relationship challenge is in your court now. Meeting that challenge requires some self-improvements. Maintaining harmony in your community requires discipline and sticking to the positive approach. Believe in yourself and everything changes. You create your opportunities by asking for them, said Shakti Gawain. Virgo, your energy is stretched a bit. It is important to respond with inner strength and vision. Rising above challenges to your validity means believing in yourself. Emotions alone cannot change a thing, but improving core relationships can do that. Remember, love and doubt have never been on speaking terms, according to Khalil Gibran. Libra, your path is illumined by change and guided by a clearer sense of direction. Learning from the past is important because it can either benefit or destroy your will to achieve. Making lists of your desired improvements will bring effort and purpose together. According to Rumi, let the beauty of what you love be what you do. Scorpio, these may be difficult times, but discipline learned from the past is needed now. Eliminating negative thinking and talking from your conversations will help quiet your fears. Put all your efforts inward to discover your true validity. Seeking kindred spirits helps you make your way forward that much easier. Remember, Rabindranath Tagore said that the facts are many, but the truth is one. Sagittarius, teaching others is possible only if you are willing to learn from them. There are no teachers, only learning. Being responsible for your mistakes can strengthen you if you remain positive. The only risk worth taking is speaking your truth. T.S. Eliot reminds us that there is no method but to be very intelligent. Capricorn, worry can only bring about more worry. Resolving anxiety depends on developing and holding fast to a positive outlook. Breaking through barriers, followed by strong creative efforts to speak with conviction, will lead to improved relationships. Robert Frost reminds us that the best way out is always through. Aquarius. Rebellion sometimes is the easier thing to do, but not always the right thing. Keeping on the right path means building inner strength, not merely outer appearances. Challenges to your businesses or relationship must result in spiritual self-improvement. Walt Whitman said, "Be curious, not judgmental." Pisces. You have to choose between the upward struggle of fish like salmon seeking spawning grounds and the desire of the martyr for an honorable death. The answer lies in finding where you belong today rather than seeking salvation in tomorrow's sunrise. Lao Tzu reminds us that from caring comes courage. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you're interested in getting a reading from me, please write to me at astroray@gmail.com. I'm Ray Couture, and this is Astrological Perspectives.